And so I just also want to recognize that many people who came here today, from Dr. Panchana in Thailand, well, Francisco through the beauty of the internet, he's speaking with us from Spain. We had John, who's originally from New Zealand but lives here in Singapore, Maria Theresa from the Philippines. We soon will have Ono, who I believe is from Indonesia. So you're seeing local people and others who are connecting through Gaia and other ways at IETF and through different organizations to learn more from each other about the deployments that they're actually making to connect people in really remote, rural, and sometimes urban poor situations. So, over to you.
Hi, I'm Theresa Perez from the University of the Philippines. My talk is about community cellular networks in the Philippines, experiences from the VBTS project. So the outline of my talk will be as follows. Next. I'll be talking about CCNs in the Philippines, and then our deployments. I will show you our challenges to sustain these sites and what we think is the future of CCNs in the Philippines. Next. So as we move towards digital society and internet connectivity, there are a lot of people that are still not connected or do not have access for communication. So GSMA data shows that as of 2018, the Philippine subscriber penetration is only at 64% of the population. Next. This is especially true for rural remote areas because of the following reasons. First, most barangays lack grid power. There is also high installation cost of traditional base station deployments, and it is considered unprofitable for telcos due to small subscriber population. Next. So what we did is to partner with telco and local communities to deploy community cellular networks. So CCN is a cellular technology at a tenth of the cost of traditional base station deployments. So it is low cost, low power. It uses alternative sources of power, in our case solar. It is customized network for small communities, and it is being managed locally by the cooperatives with the help of the local government unit. It has a community-owned model where the community owns, operates, maintains, and repairs the CCNs. Next. So here is the basic VBTS diagram. You have the GSM 2G base station, antenna, the power source, and the VSAT to connect to the cloud. So, but before we can even start deploying these boxes, we had some pre-deployment challenges. First is with our telco partner. Since 2G frequency bands in the Philippines are assigned to incumbents, we needed to had an agreement with the telco operators, and this took shape for around 2 years of negotiations. But with that agreement, we had an 80-20 revenue sharing, 80 for the community and 20 for the telco operator. They are the ones handling the regulatory permits. We had to get the SIM cards from them, and we also handled the interconnect. We also had a problem with the regulatory since we initially set to use experimental network-in-a-box solutions that we also developed in UP, but we were restricted to use type-certified boxes or network equipment. In the course of our deployment, we have an ongoing impact study of first-time access to mobile communication in rural areas. It uses randomized control trial to determine these 7 pilot communities. Next. The communities we serve are remote and isolated coastal communities with around typical villages around 2 to 3 hour boat ride from the nearest mobile phone tower. Next. They are fishing and farming communities, and the locals travel for several hours to use their mobile phones. On the other hand, the local government unit uses their high-frequency radio links for emergency. Next. So the timeline of our deployments, from September 2017 to January 2019, we were able to install and deploy in in 7 sites, in 7 communities in Aurora province. Okay. This is our typical installation. We have the solar, the equipment inside the shelter, VSAT, and the picture of our cell site. Next. So the status of CCN, we have 7 community sites. We have around 2,000 or more than 2,000 subscribers in our 2-year operation. Our monthly average traffic is around 10,000 voice minutes and 2,000 SMS average. Next. So here are the observations we had in our sites. So SMS is the predominant traffic, with equal volume in both directions. And inbound call traffic is almost 6 times the outbound call traffic. This is an indicative behavior of a call me behavior because subscribers found out that they are aware that they could save by letting their contacts call them instead. So just to note that we do not have promos yet in these sites. So other observation is they have a peak usage in the evening, so subscribers prefer to call after work hours. Next. Other observations, we do not have promos yet, but there are frequent inquiries on the future availability of promos and internet access, notably Facebook. So other demands and service availability changes as time goes on. So people are now becoming accustomed to the presence of our service, so there is an increased sensitivity on our service disruptions. So next. So here are the challenges we think in order for us to continually serve these communities. Very first, of course, is regulatory, because in our current structure, it is highly dependent on telcos. The telcos' expansion plans and priorities, and we are heavily tied to the end of our agreement with them, especially now because we are nearing the end of our agreement. Also, we are regulatory, also the equipment type certification and the permits to purchase. The only ones allowed to purchase, possess, and operate this network equipment are the telco operators. Operation is the backbone of availability, because currently VSAT is the only feasible solution for a true drop and operate deployment. Next. Other challenges also in the service perceptions, because there are higher expectations now on the operation hours and reliability, and we are now being compared to the incumbent MNOs. And lastly, since we heavily rely on the local partners on the ground, we are having a challenge in the personnel retention, as designated maintenance officers that we also train move to more rewarding livelihoods outside the community. So what do we see as the future of community network in the Philippines? We see the internet as a way to move forward, either as an added service through cellular data or LTE, or an internet-only network. But in the cellular data option, we will have a high dependency in telco partner, and the cost of bandwidth is also high. To eliminate this dependency, we are seeing that we need to have more policy revisions, like hopefully we hope to have a legal framework for CCNs as a mode of community-based social entrepreneurship. Also, we want the policy revision that we have a reform of the system, that hopefully they can allocate spectrum and license towards the designation of a social use frequency for the CCNs that we have. And for the internet-only network, we see that the eventual phase out of 2G and the proliferation of internet-capable phones points us to a internet-only network, but internet in the last mile areas are not cheap. So efficient bandwidth utilization, like what was discussed before, we are also exploring that. The utilization strategies for the bandwidth should also be explored. So next, this is my last slide. So we hope that by sharing our experiences in VBTS in the Philippines, we hope to open more opportunities for these communities, expand coverage, and connect more people to the rest of the world.